So we'll be going across to our special panelists who join us here on the show in just a bit. But first, a look at actually what's happening on the ground. NDTV's Alok Pandey is there and he sends us this report about what's happening. The actual incident was actually triggered off by a July 6th killing of 2 Muslim men. After that, there were further killings and also kind of hit back action. And after that, we've seen this kind of rioting and Northeast virtually being blocked off. Only today have the trains started again. Now the army is out, but is the situation getting better?
This is a village where just yesterday miscreants came in and set fire to people's home, to a lot of stuff in people's home. In fact, I'm just walking into this house over here and my camera person will show you. This is all just from yesterday. This is all from a time where the government has been claiming they have been rushing in additional security forces. They have been trying to get things into order. But as my camera person will just show you here, this entire place has been totally torched. At the moment, the Assam police is claiming that they are sending in reinforcements, the army is carrying out flag marches, but it is certainly true that in the interior villages, in the places where the police and the army are not present, there is an atmosphere of fear, there is an atmosphere of suspicion, there is absolute tension, and it is validated by the fact that in this village where I am standing right now, not one soul in a village of 100-odd families right now, all of them have run away from here. मतलब मानुष को पकड़ के मार रहा है क्या?
को भाई से खाली
मार रहा है
पुलिस आर्मी पोशाक या पास थी क्या गोली करी छे.
In fact, just look at this entire family here really migrating from their village. This livestock is so important to them. These kids over here that you can see, if my camera person can show you. So the entire family, and there are many families like these that we have encountered who are moving away from their homes for fear of violence. In the case of this family, they say that violence has affected their village and that's why they are fleeing. You see all these people over here too, a lot of them who have come in from other villages that are violence affected.
पुलिस ये यहाँ पे कोई नहीं है. पुलिस इतना कमजोरी है कि 2 या 4 पुलिस के मुकाबला करेंगे.
On the road to Kokrajhar, there are various relief camps where hundreds of people are now here who have fled from their villages to escape the violence that has been happening in these areas of Lower Assam over the last 4 or 5 days. You can see this woman here with her child. This is all that her belongings are. She has fled from her village. She tells us her village is about 20 kilometers away from here. They have fled after a lot of violence was inflicted in their villages over the last few days. In fact, my camera person can also just span this side and show you all these people who are standing over here are those who have come in from adjoining villages, those who have been victims of violence in this entire incident, in this entire gruesome tragedy that's been unfolding in Lower Assam over the last 4 or 5 days. Essentially, these are clashes between 2 communities, and this relief camp belongs to one such community.
अभी तो इन लोगों का हम लोग गांव का जो आदमी है सारे हम लोग मिलजुल के इन लोगों का अभी तो चिरा मुरी इन लोगों को खिलाया और खिचड़ी के लिए हम लोग गांव का आदमी बंदोबस्त किया है वो हो रहा है इन लोग खिलाने के लिए. अभी तो गवर्नमेंट का तरफ से कुछ नहीं आया.
NDTV's Alok Pandey now joins us live from Chirang. Alok, the army was out today. Are things looking like they're getting better?
No, I don't think things are looking like they're getting better at any rate. At least from what I've seen on the ground, it does not seem that this situation is getting better, at least in the interior villages, Sunetra. I was at this police station today. It's called Bijni. I asked the cops, can I go further into the interior villages? They said, no, go at your own risk. The villagers said, you just might be shot. So the problem is that these villages in the interior have seen no army, have seen no police presence, and a lot of the people from there are now actually coming into the areas which are closer to the highway, are coming to relief camps. So that's the problem situation for the government now, the humanitarian crisis. How do you get to these villages? How do you ensure that there is peace and order in the interiors? It's all very well to say that flag marches are happening, and they indeed are happening. And the situation in the towns and the areas where there are police stations is indeed better from what it was over the last 4 or 5 days. But the challenge is to actually go into these interiors and ensure that there is peace. At the moment, it is not happening. Just to update you, the death toll now stands at 42. One person has now been killed in police fighting in the Dhubri district just a while ago.
Okay, that's an important update. 42 is the death toll. Now, look, today the Home Secretary has denied what the BJP is saying all along, that he said there is no Bangladesh hand. Now, I just want to know, you've been speaking to lots of people. Is that what the people that you're speaking to on the ground, the locals, do they also say that?
No, it's a tricky situation. Actually, there are many viewpoints. The Home Secretary has said what he has said, but on the ground, there are also views to the contrary, where people say that the problem of illegal immigration is one that is causing these tensions. In the past also, this area has been very volatile. It's not the first time that violence has actually erupted here. But this time also on the ground, you do get a sense that immigration is indeed an issue. The other issue, of course, is land. That is what people are telling us. Land is perhaps the biggest issue. The fact a lot of people do claim that immigration combined with these land problems is what is causing the current wave of killings, and that's what the challenge for the administration is, to somehow stop this.